Hi friends, welcome to all. In this video, we are going to solve this packet tracer activity IPv4 ACL implementation challenge. Before coming to this activity, friends, if you like to get any CCNA version 7 online classes or any technical support, you can contact our team using our website. Link you will get from the description below. And also, if you like to get these type of technical videos in future, consider subscribing. And don't forget to enable that bell icon so that you will get notification message whenever we upload a new video. Now back to this activity. Here we can see our addressing table. Coming to the objectives, configure a router with standard named ACLs, configure a router with extended named ACLs, then configure a router with extended ACLs to meet specific communication requirements. Then configure an ACL to control access to network device terminal lines. Then configure the appropriate router interfaces with ACLs in the appropriate direction. And finally, verify the operation of the configured access control list. We will go through the scenario. In this activity, we will configure extended, standard named, and extended named ACLs to meet specified communication requirements. Yes, in this activity, we will configure both standard as well as extended access control list. Coming to the instructions. Step 1. Verify connectivity in the new company network. First, test connectivity on the network as it is before configuring the ACLs. All hosts should be able to ping all other hosts. So we will verify the connectivity. We will get the IP address from this addressing table. We will ping from PC1. We will get the IP address of PC2. PC1 command prompt ping to PC2. We get the replies. We will ping to PC3. We get the replies. Perfect. Now we will ping to admin. Here we can see HQ. Here we can see internet user. And here is our admin PC. So we'll ping from PC1 to this admin. Perfect. Then we will ping to enterprise web server. We may get 1 or 2 requests timed out when you do the ping. So here we are waiting for the replies. Perfect, it's working. We will ping to branch PC from PC-1. We may get 1 request timed out due to convergence. Yeah, now we get the replies. Again, we will ping to branch server. So parallelly, I will get the IP address, and here we can see we get the replies. Perfect. Here we'll get the IP address of internet user. Okay, just I will get the IP address of this external web server. And here we get the replies. Finally, it's pinging. We may get a request timed out and we get the replies. It's working. Step 2. Configure standard and extended access control list per requirements. Configure ACLs to meet the following requirements. Important guidelines. Do not use explicit deny any statements at the end of your ACLs. Use shorthand, that is host and any, whenever possible. Write your ACL statements to address the requirements in the order that they are specified here. Place your ACLs in the most efficient location and direction. These are some important guidelines they given before configuring a standard or extended access control list. Coming to ACL 1 requirements, create ACL 101, that means extended access control list. Explicitly block FTP access to the enterprise web server from the internet. No ICMP traffic from the internet should be allowed to any host on HQ LAN 1. Allow all other traffic. Okay, once more we will see access control list 1 requirement. We have to create an extended access control list using this number 101 and explicitly block FTP access to the enterprise web server from the internet. That means the devices from this internet is not allowed to access FTP from this enterprise web server. Okay, perfect. Then no ICMP traffic from the internet should be allowed to any host on HQ LAN 1. That means the devices from this internet is not allowed to ping to this HQ LAN 1. That means to this network. Then allow all other traffic. First of all, we will implement this access control list. Then we will go to ACL 2. So we have to implement in this router HQ. Okay, we will go to HQ. Enable conft, that means configure terminal. Here we will create the access list 101 and we have to deny FTP, right? So we will get from TCP. Then we have to specify all the devices from this internet. That means we can give any source device. So here we can give any. Otherwise we can put a question mark, type TCP, then put space, then put a question mark so that we can see any source host. Okay, so we can give any here. Okay, then we will give a host. Then we have to specify the IP address of our server, that is enterprise web server. We will get that from this server itself. I will copy this address, HQ, and here we can paste that command, that IP address. Then EQ FTP, we are going to deny FTP, then press enter. Next policy is all the devices from this internet is not allowed to ping to this HQ LAN 1 network. Okay, so here they given the network address for this HQ LAN 1 192.168.1.0/26, and we can apply this ACL to this interface. That's why we give any source address. Okay, coming to HQ again, here we can create access list 101 and we are going to deny ICMP. Sorry, we are going to deny ICMP from any source. Then we have to specify the network address to that specific network. I will show once more here, 192.168.1.0/26. 192.168.1.0. Then we have to give the wildcard mask. They are given a /26. That means 0.0.0.63. Perfect. Now press enter. And clearly they specified we have to allow all other traffic. That means we can give access list 101. We have to permit IP any. Now we have to apply the access control list to be created to the correct interface. We can apply to this interface, that is serial 0/1/0, which is connecting this internet. In inbound direction. We can do that. We will go to that interface serial 0/1/0, and here we can give IP access group 101 in. Now we will go to access control list 2 requirements. Use ACL number 111. No host on HQ LAN 1 should be able to access the branch server. All other traffic should be permitted. We should be clear with the requirement. We will create access control list 111. That means extended access control list. And no host on HQ LAN 1. That means the devices from this network HQ LAN 1 should be able to access the branch server. That means all these devices from this network is not allowed to access this branch server. Here we can see branch server. All other traffic should be permitted. That means we have to deny all the services from this HQ LAN 1 device, devices to this branch server. Okay, we can implement in HQ. We will exit from this serial interface. We will create the access list, that is 111, and we are going to deny IP from any source devices. That we can give any command. Then from a specific server, right? So we can give a host. We have to get the IP address of that server, that is a branch server. We can copy from that branch server itself, or you can get this address from our addressing table. Then paste here. Perfect. Then press enter. And we have to apply this access control list, right? Before that, here we can see the specified all other traffic should be permitted. Okay, so we should add that line also. Access list 111. We have to permit IP any. Because whenever we create an access control list using deny, there will be an implicit deny of all other traffic. So we must give this line to permit all other traffic. So now we have to implement, we have to apply this access control list. So we can apply in this HQ to this interface, that is, let me verify it, gigabit Ethernet 0/0/0 in the direction of in. You will go to that interface, that is G 0/0/0, and here we can give IP access group. It's a 111, right? We can give inbound in. Now coming to ACL 3 requirements. Create a named standard ACL. Use the name VTY_block. The name of your ACL must match this name exactly. That means we have to block the VTY. Only addresses from the HQ LAN 2 network should be able to access the VTY lines of the HQ router. Okay, here we are going to create a named standard access control list named VTY_block. So we are going to block, we are going to deny the access of virtual terminal. And here we can see the devices from this HQ LAN 2 is only allowed to access this HQ router using VTY lines. Okay, we can do that. Coming to this HQ, we will exit from this interface, and here we will create that with the IP access list, because it's a named standard access control list. IP access list. Then here we have to specify it's standard or extended. It's standard, and we have to specify the name. It's a VTY_block. We have to give the correct name for the scoring purpose. and here we are going to permit this network HQ LAN 2 192.168.1.64/29. We have to give the network address 192.168.1.64. Then we have to specify its wildcard mask. We have seen they given the prefix as a /29. That means wildcard mask will be 0.0.0.7. Then we will press enter. Here only this network is allowed to access the virtual terminal of this router HQ. That means we have to go to line VTY. Okay, we can go to line VTY 0 to 15. Either we can give 0 to 4, or even we can give for all the lines from 0 to 15. And here we can apply that access control list to be created. We have to give access class. Then we have to specify the name of our access control list to be created, that is VTY underscore block. Then we have to specify the direction in. Coming to the last access control list, ACL4 requirements. Create a named extended ACL called branch underscore 2 underscore HQ. The name of your ACL must match this name exactly. No host on either of the branch LANs should be allowed to access HQ LAN 1. Use one access list statement for each of the branch LANs. All other traffic should be allowed. Coming to our topology, as per the instruction, the devices from this network branch LAN 1 and the devices from branch LAN 2 is not allowed to access this network, that is HQ LAN 1. So we have to deny two networks. Here we can see a branch LAN 1 and a branch LAN 2 to this HQ LAN 1 network. So we can create access control list in this router branch. Just I will copy this access control list name. It's here. Okay, then we will go to this branch, enable conft, and here we will create that access list. It's extended, and here is that name, branch underscore 2 underscore HQ. Then press enter. Now we are going to deny IP. Now we have to specify the source network address. Coming to topology, first we will give 192.168.2.0/27. 192.168.2.0. Then we have to specify its wildcard mask 0.0.0.31. Then we have to specify the destination network address. I will put a question mark, and here we can see a destination address. It's 192.168.1.0/26. 192.168.1.0. Then we have to give its a wildcard mask 0.0.0.63. Also we have to deny the other network, deny IP. Here we can see that 192.168.2.32/28. that means 0.0.0.15. okay, 192.168.2.32 0.0.0.15. Then we have to specify our destination address. We can copy from here, same, paste here, then press enter. And all other traffic should be allowed. So we have to permit all other traffic. We have to give a permit IP any. Then we have to apply this named extended access control list to to a correct interface. Here we can apply this access control list to this interface, serial 0/1/1 in the out direction, correct? So we can do that. We will go to that interface, exit and go to interface, that is serial 0/1/1, and here we can give IP access group. Then we have to specify our access list name. Just I will copy from here, or you can type it in the out direction. Now coming to step 3, verify access control list operation. Perform the following connectivity test between devices in the topology. Note whether or not they are successful. Also they given a note. Use the show IP access list command to verify ACL operation. Use the clear access list counters command to reset the match counters. Send a ping request from branch PC to the enterprise web server. Here we can see branch PC. We can use this branch LAN 1 branch PC to this enterprise web server. Okay, was it successful? Explain. It should succeed because we denied to this HQ LAN 1, not to HQ LAN 2. So the ping from these two networks to this HQ LAN 2 should succeed. Anyways, we will test it. We will get the IP address of enterprise web server. We can get from here itself. Copy its address. Then coming to this branch PC, command prompt, we will ping to that server. See, we get the replies. Even we can ping from branch server. It should succeed. Which ACL statement permitted or denied the ping between these two devices? List the access list name or number, the router on which it was applied, and the specific line that the traffic matched. So actually we implemented that access control list in this router branch. So coming to this branch, we will give end. You can give the show command, show access list, and here we can see we given this line permit IP any, and we got 4 matches. Attempt to ping from PC-1 on the HQ LAN 1 to the branch server. Was it successful? Explain. That means we are going to ping from this PC-1 to this branch server. Here is our branch server. Oh, it should fail because we already given the we created the access control list, and this network is not allowed to access any of the device from this HQ LAN 1. Okay, we will get the IP address of this branch server. Then we will go to this PC-1 command prompt. We will ping to that server, and we can see it says destination host unreachable. Which ACL statement permitted or denied the ping between these two devices? So here we can see we denied this network 192.168.2.32 to access this HQ LAN 1. Here we can see that. You will give the command show IP access list, and here we given that deny command. Open a web browser on the external server and attempt to bring up a web page stored on the enterprise web server. Is it successful? Explain. Okay, we have to get the IP address of this enterprise web server, and I think it should succeed because we did not set any such access control list. We will get the IP address of this server. Then we have to go to this device external server. Here we can see external web server. You will go to web browser and paste that IP address here, then click go, and here we can see our web page. It's working. Which ACL statement permitted or denied the ping between these two devices. Okay, here in this HQ, enable show IP access list, and we have to check for the permit IP any. Here we can see that extended IP access list 101, and with 30, line number 30, permit IP any. Now coming to B, test connections to an internal server from the internet. From the command line on the internet user PC, attempt to make an FTP connection to the branch server. Is the FTP connection successful? It should succeed because we created access control list to deny from this enterprise web server, not from this branch server, right? All the devices from this internet is not allowed to access FTP from this enterprise web server. So if you try to this branch server, it will succeed. So we will get the IP address of our branch server, and we'll go to internet user, command prompt. Here we have to give FTP to this server, and we can see it's prompted for the username and password. Let me try with the Cisco. Password is Cisco. Yes. So we able to access this FTP service from this server. Which access list should be modified to prevent users from the internet to make FTP connections to the branch server? Obviously, we have to modify the access control list we created in HQ. So here we can see that ACL 1 requirement, ACL 101, explicitly block FTP access to the enterprise web server from the internet. So even I will show that here. Show IP access list. We have to modify this access list 101. Which statement or statements should be added to the access list to deny this traffic? Okay, I will show that command. We can give a deny TCP any device from this internet, right? So we can specify any source device to the host branch server. So we have to get the IP address of this branch server. Space, we have to give this network address. Then we have to give EQ21. Perfect. That's all in this activity, IPv4 access control list implementation challenge. Here we can see our completion status. It shows 100%. Now, dear friends, if you have any doubt, any suggestions regarding this packet tracer activity, please comment below, or you can contact our team using our website. Link you will get from the description below. And if you like our video, give a thumb and share with all your friends. Stay tuned, and we will meet again with the next video. Thank you.